Hey guys, to play the first chord in the guitar part, you're going to need three notes. This one, and the one below that, and the one below that. These are three notes on the 5th fret. To play them all together, you can either bar with one finger like this, or use three fingers like this. Now, to play the next chord, you're going to need this note, and this note. That's the fret 4 on the 3rd string, fret 3 on the 2nd string, and fret 3 on the 1st string. Now, to play these together, I want you to use your middle finger on the 4th fret and use your first finger to bar the other two, like this. Now, once you've practiced that, you need to practice moving from this chord to this chord. Now, depending on which way you play this chord, your transition to this chord will be slightly different. If you play it like this, you can use this bar and slide it down to the 3rd fret. Then all you need to do is place your next finger on the 4th fret on the 3rd string. And there you have it. If you play it like this, the first thing you want to do is slide this finger here, your middle finger, down 1 fret to the 4th fret, and then place your bar down on the 3rd fret. They're very similar, but it's important to keep in mind. Alright, now that you've learnt the chords, we have to think about the strumming. So, the strumming in the song is on the beats 2 and 4. So if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, you'll be strumming on 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are short, singular strums. Now to do this, you can use a pick or the top of your nail like I'm doing here in this guitar. You only want to strum from the 3rd finger, third string, down, like so. Now to keep yourself in time, you can keep strumming like this. Once you have the chords, it's going to take you a while to practice and get that up to speed. But that's okay. If you're having trouble, I can come around and help you, or you can ask a friend. Now, the next part, which is the chorus, is a little bit more complicated, and there's 3 chords. The first chord is exactly the same, and it looks like this. This time, it will be important for you to bar with this finger. However, you might be able to get away with this if you need to. Now, once you've played this, the next chord is sort of like a triangle. If you know a D chord down here, because you've played guitar before, that's going to be really useful because it's exactly the same shape. So, you want this note here, which is the 7th fret on the 3rd string, the 8th fret on the 2nd string, and the 7th fret on the 1st string. So it looks something like this. Practice that and make sure you've got it. The next chord, and this is the last chord we're going to learn, is 2 frets up. So you want your middle finger on the 9th fret, and you want the next finger, your first finger, to bar on the fret below. you might notice a very similarity between this chord and the other chord we just learned. In fact, it's exactly the same. So once you've learnt this one, just play this chord, but barring on the 8th fret. Okay. So now we're going to have to practice transitioning. Everyone is going to do this slightly differently, so I want you to think about which finger you put down first. You might put down this finger first, this finger first, or this finger first. Once you do that, you can help yourself get your other fingers onto the strings. Now, when you move to the next chord after this, you're going to have the same problem. I would suggest putting this finger down first, and then your bar. However, you might be different to me and prefer to put this down first, and then this finger. Now, the strumming in this section is exactly the same as the verse. So if you've been practicing the strumming in the verse, you just keep doing what you're doing. Once you've practiced, it should sound something like this. All right, and that's all. Good luck.